Case 55, U.S. Acquisition versus Tabas Freedman. We find ourselves in the District Courts of Appeal, Florida's 4th District. Facts. U.S. Acquisition appeals the trial court's order granted Tabas Freedman's motion to enforce attorney's charging lien. Tabas Freedman appeals the trial court's final order determining attorney fees and costs. These two separate appeals were previously consolidated by this court for record purposes, but we now, sua sponte, of our own volition, consolidate these two appeals for opinion purposes. Rockbridge Commercial Bank was the lender in a transaction with Kaizen Aviation, where Kaizen borrowed over $5 million from Rockbridge. A promissory note was executed and delivered, and Kaizen defaulted on the obligations therein by failing to make monthly payments. The loan was secured by an aircraft as collateral. Tabas Freedman was retained by Rockbridge to file an action in Replevin to recover the collateral aircraft. An order granting the request for a writ of replevin was granted, stating that there was a perfected security interest in the aircraft, and the owner of the collateral aircraft undisputedly defaulted. A separate order directing clerk of court to issue writ of replevin was also issued. After filing the replevin action, Rockbridge was taken over by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC, and the FDIC was substituted for Rockbridge in the action. Tabas Freedman filed a notice and claim of attorney's charging lien alleging its representation of Rockbridge, as well as the unpaid amount of $56,425.21. Tabas Freedman soon withdrew as counsel from the action, while the outstanding debt remained unpaid by the bank to the law firm. It also filed a motion to enforce attorney's charging lien, and an order granting the motion was entered. U.S. Acquisition became a party to this action when it was substituted for FDIC after it acquired the loan at an auction sale. The issue: whether, because Tabas Freedman did not record the charging lien with the FAA pursuant to the FAA Act of 1958, the lien was not perfected and therefore invalid. Holding: due to Tabas Freedman's failure to record the charging lien with the FAA, the lien was not perfected, pursuant to 49 U.S. Code 44108. As a result, the court reversed the trial court's order enforcing the attorney's charging lien, which was attached to an aircraft. Reasoning. Let's first define some terms. Action in Replevin. An action for the repossession of personal property wrongfully taken or detained by the defendant, whereby the plaintiff gives security for and holds the property until the court decides who owns it. Also, a writ obtained from a court authorizing the retaking of personal property wrongfully taken or detained. An attorney's charging lien. The charging lien is an equitable right to have costs and fees due an attorney for services in the suit secured to him in the judgment or recovery in that particular suit. It serves to protect the rights of the attorney. To impose such a lien, there must be, number 1, an express or implied contract between the attorney and client, 2, an express or implied understanding that payment depends upon recovery, and to recover, 3, there must be a failure to pay fees and/or a dispute to the amount of those fees. To perfect a charging lien, the only requirement is timely notice. The charging lien was unperfected, and the attorneys were out of luck to collect their attorney fees and costs, totaling more than $56,000.